As South Korea's relationship with the United States continues to draw media attention, there's uncertainty over when Seoul will finally be able to take over full operational control, or OPCON, over the country's own military forces. OPCON was given to the US during the Korean War. Seoul retook peacetime OPCON in 1994 before later agreeing with Washington to transfer wartime OPCON to South Korea in 2012. However, the escalation of North Korean threats in 2010 pushed the date back, and it's kept on drifting since. The full OPCON transfers regained momentum as the two sides have been seeking to modernize their alliance, with US President Donald Trump calling for its allies to increase their defense burden share. There's been much speculation too about the possible reduction of the number of American military personnel stationed in Korea. And this week, US Forces Korea Commander General Xavier-Brunson told lawmakers in Washington about a roadmap to meet the conditions required for the wartime OPCON transfer to Seoul no later than the first quarter of 2029. These conditions include South Korea's capabilities to lead combined Korea-US forces, its strike and air defense capabilities, and an appropriate regional security environment. Brunson said the allies are in a good position for the transfer, citing South Korea's defense investments and plans to increase its military spending. But he stressed the need to ensure that all the conditions are met, having also said that political expediency does not outpace the conditions. That last comment holds the tension because South Korea is determined to retake wartime OPCON before President Lee-Jae-myung's term ends in 2030. Trump leaves office in January 2029, and Seoul wants to complete the transfer before then, meaning 2028, before political changes on both sides. A formal timeline for the handover of wartime OPCON will be set at this year's Security-Consultative-Meeting before being proposed to both sides' leaders. But that meeting doesn't happen until the autumn, leaving us with simmering tensions, including as the US has recently restricted intelligence sharing from its observation of North Korea via satellites. As much as Seoul wants to define the destiny of the Korean peninsula, could forces outside its control yet derail the OPCON transfer?